Hippolyta, our nuptial hour draws on apace. 4 happy days bring in another moon, but oh, methinks how slow the old moon wanes, like a stepdame to a dowager, long withering out a young man's revenue.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in night. 4 nights will quickly dream away the time, and then the moon, like to a silver bow new bent in heaven, will behold the night of our solemnities.
Go, Philostrate, stir up the Athenian youth to merriment, awake the pert and nimble spirit of mirth. The pale companion is not for our pomp. Hippolyta, I wooed thee with my sword, and won thy love doing the injuries, but I will wed thee in another key, with pomp, with triumph, and with revelling.
Happy be Theseus, our renowned Jew.
Ah, thanks, good Aegeus. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I with complaint against my child, my daughter, Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius. My noble lord, this man had my consent to marry my daughter. Stand forth, Lysander. And, my gracious duke, this man had bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou Lysander, that hast given her rhymes and interchanged love tokens with my child. Thou hast by moonlight sung with feigning voices of feigning love, and stolen the impression of her fantasy with bracelets of thy hair, rings, gauds, conceits, gnats, trifles, nosegays, sweet meats, messengers of strong prevailment in unhardened youth. With cunning hast thou flinched my daughter's heart, turned her obedience, which is due to me, to stubborn harshness. And, my gracious Jew, be it so, she will not hear before your grace consent to marry with Demetrius. I beg the ancient privilege of Athens, as she is mine, I may dispose of her to either this gentleman or to her death, according to our law immediately provided in that case.
What say you, fair Hermia? Be advised, to you your father should be as a god, one that composed your beauties, yea, and to whom you are but as a form in wax by him imprinted, and within his power to leave the figure or disfigure it. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is, but in this kind, wanting your father's voice, the other must be held the worthier.
I would my father looked, but with my eyes.
Rather your eyes must with his judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I am made bold in such a presence here to plead my thoughts, but I beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death or abjure forever the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires, know of your youth, examine well your blood. If you yield not to your father's choice, you can endure the livery of a nun. For I, in shady cloister mewed, chanting faint hymns to the cold, fruitless moon, thrice blessed they that master sow their blood to undergo such maiden pilgrimage. But earthlier happier is the rose distilled than that which, withering on the virgin thorn, grows, lives, and dies in single blessedness.
So will I live and grow or die, ere I will yield my virgin painted up unto his lordship, whose unwished yoke my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Take time to pause, and by the next new moon, the sealing day twixt my love and me for eternal bond of fellowship, upon that day either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or else to wed Demetrius as he would, or on Diana's altar to protest for austerity and single life.
Relent, sweet Hermia. Lysander, yield thy crazy title to my certain right.
You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermes. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander, true he have my love, and what is mine, my love shall render him, and she is mine, and all of my rights of her I do estate unto Demetrius.
I am, my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his. My fortunes every way as fairly ranked, if not with vantage, as Demetrius. And, which is more than all these boasts can say, I am beloved of beauteous Hermia. Why should not I then prosecute my right? Demetrius, I'll avouch it to his head, made love to Nedar's daughter, Helena, and won her soul. And she, sweet lady, dotes, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess, I had heard so much, and with Demetrius had thought to have spoke thereof, but, being overfull of self-affairs, my mind did lose it. But come, Aegeus, and Demetrius come, I have some private schooling for you both. For you, fair Hermia, look you, arm yourself to fit your fancies to your father's will, or else the law of Athens yields you up, which by no means we may extenuate, to death or to vow of single life. Oh, come, my Hippolyta. Oh, what cheer, my love. Demetrius and Aegeus, go along. I must employ you in some business against our nuptial that nearly concerns yourselves.
With duty and desire, we follow you.
How now, my love? Why is your cheek so pale? How chance the roses there do fade so fast?
Belike for want of rain, which I could well beteem them from the tempest of my eyes.
Ay me, for aught I could ever read, could ever hear by tale or history, the course of true love never did run smooth. But either it was different in blood,
Oh, cross, too high to be enthralled too low.
or else misgrasped in respect of years,
Oh, spite, too old to be engaged too young.
or else it stood upon the choice of friends.
Oh, hell, to choose love by another's eyes.
Or if there are sympathy in choice, war, death, or sickness did lay siege to it, making it momentary as a sound, swift as a shadow, short as any dream, as brief as the lightning in the coiled night, that in a spleen unfolds both heaven and earth, and ere a man had power to say, behold, the jaws of darkness do devour it up. So quick bright things come to confusion.
If then true lovers have ever been crossed, it stands as an edict in our destiny. So let us teach our trial patience, because it is a customary cross, as due to love, as thoughts and dreams and tears, wishes and sighs, poor fancy's followers.
A good persuasion. Therefore, hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager of great revenue, and she hath no child. From Athens is her house remote 7 leagues. And she respects me as her only son. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee. And to that place the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me then, steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night, and in the woods a league without the town, where I did meet thee once with Helena, to do observance to a maud of May. There will I stay for thee.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee, by Cupid's strongest bow, by his best arrow with the golden head, by the simplicity of Venus's doves, by that which knitteth souls and prospers loves, by the fire that burned the Carthage queen, when the false Trojan under sail was seen, by all the vows that ever men have broke, which number more than ever women spoke, in that same place thou hast appointed me, tomorrow truly will I meet with thee.
Keep promise, love. Look, here comes Helena.
Godspeed, fair Helena, whither away?
Call you me fair? That fair again unsay. Demetrius loves your fair.
Oh, happy fair. Your eyes are lodestars, and your tongue sweet air, more truly than lark to shepherd's ear. When wheat is green, then hawthorn buds appear. Sickness is catching, oh, a favour so, yours would I catch, fair Hermia, ere I go. My ear should catch your voice, my eye, your eye. My tongue should catch your tongue's sweet melody. Were the world mine, Demetrius being baited, the rest I'd give to be to you translated. Oh, teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius' heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns would teach my smiles such skill.
I give him curses, he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hateth me.
His folly, Helena, is none of mine.
None but your beauty, would that fault were mine.
Take comfort, he no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself will fly this place. Before the time I did Lysander see, seemed Athens as a paradise to me. Oh, then what graces in my love do dwell, that he hath turned heaven unto hell.
Helen, to you our minds we will unfold. Tomorrow night, when Phoebe doth behold her silver visage in the watery glass, decking with liquid pearl the bladed grass, a time when lovers' flights doth still conceal, through Athens' gates we have devised to steal.
And in the woods, where often you and I, upon faint primrose beds, were often wont to lie, emptying our bosoms of their counsels sweet. There, Lysander and myself will meet, and thence from Athens turn away our eyes to seek new friends and strange companies. Farewell, fair playfellow, pray thou for us, and good luck grant thee thy Demetrius. Keep word, Lysander, for we must starve our sight from lovers' food till morrow, deep midnight.
I will, my Hermia. Helena, adieu. Adieu on him, Demetrius dote on you.
How happy some o'er other some can be. Through Athens I am thought as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know what all but he do know. And as he errs, doting on Hermia's eyes, so I, admiring of his qualities, things base and vile, holding no quantity, love can transpose to form and dignity. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is winged Cupid painted blind. Nor hath love's mind of any judgment taste, wings and no eyes figure unheedy haste. And therefore is love said to be a child, because in choice he is so oft beguiled. As waggish boys in game themselves forswear, so the boy love is perjured everywhere. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eyne, he hailed down oaths that he was only mine. And when this hail some heat from Hermia felt, so he dissolved and showers of oaths did melt. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight, then to the wood will he tomorrow night pursue her. And for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is a dear expense. But here in mean I to enrich my pain, to have his sight thither and back again.
Is all our company here?
We're best generally to call them man by man according to the script.
Here is the scroll, with the name of every man thought fit through all Athens to play in our interlude before the Duke and Duchess on their wedding day night.
Good Peter Quince, tell us how the play is set and read the names of the actors so wrote your point.
Marry, it is the most lamentable comedy and most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
An excellent work, I assure you, and most merry. Read the names of the actors from the scroll. Masters, spread yourselves.
Answer as I call you. Nick Bottom, the weaver.
Ready? Tell me what I am to play and proceed.
You, Nick Bottom, are set to play Pyramus.
What is Pyramus? Is he a lover or a tyrant?
He is a lover who kills himself most gallantly for love.
Ooh, that will ask some tears in the playing of. Let the audience see my eyes. I will move oceans. I will condole in some measure. Whilst my chief humour is for the tyrant, I can play the Hercules on occasion. The raging rocks and the shivering shocks shall break the locks of the prison gate, and Phoebus' car shall shine from afar and make and mar the foolish of fates. That was lofty. Now read the rest of the players, be it in Hercules' vein or a tyrant's vein. Lover is more condoling.
Francis Flute, the bellows mender.
Here, Peter Quint!
You, Flute, are to take Thisbe on.
What is Thisbe? A wandering knight?
No. She is the lady who Pyramus must love.
Nay, Faith, let me not play a woman. I have a beard coming.
Oh, that's all one. You shall play it wearing a mask, and you can speak in a little voice as you will.
Oh, and if I may hide my face, let me play Thisbe too. I will use a most monstrous voice. Thisbe. Oh, Epidemius dearer, lover dearer, Thisbe dearer.
No. You must play Epidemius, and flute, you Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
Robin Starveling, the tailor.
Here, Peter Quince.
You, Robin Starveling, shall play Thisbe's mother. Now, yes, Tom Snout, the tinker.
Here, Peter Quince.
You shall play Pyramus's father. I shall play Thisbe's father. Snug the joiner, yes. Now, Snug, you shall have the lion's part. And here is a play well fitting.
Have you the lion's part written? Pray you, if it be, give it to me, for I am slow of study.
You shall play it extempore, for the lion does nothing but roar.
Oh, let me play the lion too. I will roar so it will do any man's heart good to hear me. I shall roar so that the Duke will say, "Let that man roar again! Let that man roar again!"
Aye. And you would do it too terribly that you would fright the Duchess and the ladies that they would shriek. That'll be enough to hang us all.
That would hang us, every mother's son.
I grant you, friends, that should we frighten the ladies out their wits, they would have no discretion but to hang us. But I will aggravate my voice, so to roar as it were any sucking dove. I will roar to any nightingale.
You can play no part but Pyramus, for Pyramus is a sweet-faced man. A politer man as one would wish to meet on a summer's day. A lovely, gentlemanly-like man. Therefore, it must needs you play Pyramus.
I will take it on.
What beard were I best to play?
Oh, what you will.
I shall discharge it in either your straw-coloured beard, your orange tawny beard, your purple stained beard, or your French crown beard of a perfect yellow.
Yes, and some of your French heads have no hair at all. And you shall then play it bare-faced. But come, masters, you have your parts, and I must entreat you, request you, desire you to come them by tomorrow night and meet me in the Palace Wood, a mile out of town by moonlight. There we shall rehearse, for if we meet in the city, we will be dogged by company, and our devices known. I, in the meantime, shall draw up a list of properties as our play merits. I pray, you will fail me not.
There we shall rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Be perfect. Make pains. Adieu.
At the Duke's Oak, we meet.
Enough. Cut all whole bowstrings.
At the Duke's Oak, we meet. It's this way. At the Duke's Oak.
Hello, Brixham. I'm Puck.
why is she going to cry? Don't feel bad. You were feeling bad, right? What's that? Does anyone want to hear a joke? Oh! You saved them. How now, spirit? With the wonder you?
Over hill, over dale, through a brush, through a briar, over park, over pale, through a flood, through a fire. I do wander everywhere, swifter than the moon's sphere, and I serve the fairy queen. To do her orbs upon the green, the cowslip tall her pensioners be. In their gold coats, spots you see, those be rubies, fairy favours. In those freckles live their savours. I must go seek some dewdrops here, and hang a pearl in every cowslip's ear. Farewell, beloved spirits, I be gone. Our queen and all her elves come here anon.
The king doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed the queen come not within his sight, for Oberon is passing fell and wrath, because that she is her attendant hath a lovely boy stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling, and jealous Oberon would have the child, knight of his train to trace the forest wild. But she perforce withholds the loved boy, crowns him with flowers and makes him all her joy. And now they never meet, in grove or green, in fountain clear or spangled starlight sheen. But they do swear that all their elves for fear creep into acorn cups and hide them there.
Either I mistake your shape and making quite, or else you are that shrewd and knavish Frank with Robin Goodfellow. Are you not he that frights the maidens of the villagery, skim milk and sometimes labour in the quern, and bootless make the breathless housewife churn, and sometimes make the drink fair new balm, mislead night wanderers laughing at their harm? Those that hobgoblin call you in sweet puck, you do their work and they shall have good luck. Are you not he?
Thou speakest aright. I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile, when I a fat and bean-fed horse beguile, neighing in the likeness of a filly foal. And sometimes lurk I in a gossip's bowl, in the very likeness of a roasted crab, and when she drinks, against her lips I bob, and on her with the dewlap pour the ale. The wisest aren't telling the saddest tale. Sometimes for a 3-foot stool mistaketh me. Then I slip from her bum and down topples she, and Taylor cries and falls into a cough. And then the whole choir holds their hips and laugh, and waxing in their mouth, knees and swear, a merrier hour was never wasted there. But run fairy, here comes Oberon.
And here my mistress, with that he were gone.
Oh,
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
what? Jealous, Oberon? Fairy skip hence, I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry! Rash wanton. Am not I thy lord?
Oh, well then I must be thy lady. But I know when thou hast stolen away from fairyland, and in the shape of Corin sat all day playing pipes of corn and versing love to amorous Phillida. Why art thou here? Oh, are they come from the farthest steppes of India? Oh, but that forsooth, your bouncing Amazon, your buskined mistress and your warrior love to Theseus must be wed. And you have come to give their bed joy and prosperity.
How canst thou thus for shame, Titania, knowing I know thy love to Theseus? Glance at my credit with Hippolyta. Didst thou not lead him through the glimmering night from Perigenia, whom you ravishing?
Oh.
And make him with fair eagles break his faith with Ariadne and Antiope, huh?
Oh, these are the forgeries of jealousy. And never since the middle summer spring met we on hill or dale, by forest or mead, by paved fountain or by rushy brook, or in the beached margins of the sea to dance our whistling winds in our ringlets. But with thy brawls thou hast disturbed our sport. Therefore the winds, piping to us in vain, as in revenge, have sucked up from the sea contagious fogs, which, falling on the land, have every river pelted, made so born that they have overborne their continents. The ox, therefore, has stretched his yoke in vain, the ploughman lost his sweat, and the green corn hath rotted ere his youth attained a beard. And this same progeny of evils comes from our debate, from our descent. We are the parents and original.
Do you amend it then? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Oh, set your heart at rest. The fairyland buys not the boy of me. His mother was a votress of my order, and often in the spiced Indian air by night, full often has she gossiped by my side. But she, being mortal, of that boy did die, and for her sake do I rear up the boy, and for her sake I will not part with him.
How long within this wood intend you stay?
Perchance until after Theseus' wedding day. If you should dance patiently with us and see our moonlit revels, go with us. If not, shun me and I will spare thy haunts.
Give me that boy, and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies away! We shall chide downright if I longer stay.
Well, go thy way! Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injury. My gentle Puck, come hither. Thou rememberest since once I sat upon a promontory and heard a mermaid on a dolphin's back uttering such dulcet and harmonious breath that the rude sea grew civil at her song, and certain stars shot madly from their spheres to hear the sea maid's music.
I remember.
That very time I saw, but thou couldst not. Flying between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid all armed, a certain aim he took at a fair vestal throned by the west, and loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow as it should pierce 100,000 hearts. But I might see young Cupid's fiery shaft quenched in the chaste beams of the watery moon. And maiden meditation fancy free. Maidens called it love in idleness. Fetch me that flower, the herb I showed thee once, and the juice of it on sleeping eyelids laid will make man or woman madly dote upon the next live creature that it sees. Fetch me this herb, and be thou here again, ere the Leviathan can swim a league.
I'll put a girdle round about the earth in 40 minutes.
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she is asleep and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. The next thing she will look upon, be it a lion, bear, or wolf, or bull, or meddling monkey, or on a busy ape, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. And ere I'll take the charm from off her sight, as I can take it with another herb, I'll make her render up her page to me. But who comes here? I am invisible, and I will overhear their conference.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where's Lysander and fair Hermia? The one I'll slay, the other slayeth me. Thou toldst me they were stolen unto this wood, and here I am enrolled within this wood because I cannot meet my Hermia. Hence, get thee gone, and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant, but yet you draw not iron, for my heart is true as steel. Leave you your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair, or do I not in plainest truth tell you? I do not, nor I cannot love you.
And even for that do I love you the more. I am your spaniel, and Demetrius, the more you beat me, I will fawn on you. Use me but as your spaniel. Spurn me, strike me, neglect me, lose me. Only give me leave, unworthy as I am, to follow you. What worse place can I beg in your love? And yet a high place of respect with me, than to be used as you use your dog.
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on thee.
And I am sick when I look not on you.
You do impeach your modesty too much to leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one who loves you not. To trust the opportunity of life and the ill counsel of a desert place with the rich worth of your virginity.
Your virtue is my privilege, for that it is not night when I do see your face. Therefore I think I'm not in the night, nor doth this wood lack worlds of company for you in my respect for all the world. Then how can it be said I am alone when all the world is here to look on me?
I run for thee, hide me in the brakes, and leave thee to the mercy of wild beasts.
The wildest hath not such a heart as you. Run when you will. The story will be changed. Apollo flies and Daphne holds the chase. The dove pursues the griffin. The mild hind makes speed to catch the tiger. Bootless speed. When cowardice pursues and valour flies.
I will not stay thy questions. Let me go. For if thou follow me, do not believe, but I shall do thee mischief in the wood.
Aye, in the temple, in the town, the field, you do me mischief. Fie, Demetrius, your wrongs do set a scandal on my sex. We cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wooed, and we're not made to woo. I'll follow thee and make a heaven of hell to die upon the hand I love so well.
Fare thee well, nymph, ere he do leave this grove. Thou shalt fly him, and she shall seek thy love. Hast thou the floweret? Welcome, wanderer.
Aye, there it is.
I pray thee, give it me. I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where oxyx and the nodding violet grows, quiet over canopied with luscious woodbine, with sweet musk roses and with eglantine. There sleeps Titania sometime of the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delight. And there the snake throws her enamelled skin, weed wild enough to wrap a fairy in. With the juice of this, I'll streak her eyes and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it, and seek through this grove. A sweet Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes. But do it when the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on. Effected with some care that he may prove more fond of her than she upon her love. And look thou meet me ere the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord, your servant shall do so.
Come now, a roundel and a fairy song. Then, for the third part of a minute hence, some to kill cankers in the musk rosebuds, some war with Reramis for their leathered wings to make my small elves coats, and some keep back the clamorous owl that nightly hoots and wonders at our quaint spirits. Oh, but first, sing me to sleep, then to your offices, and let me rest.
Hence away, now all is well, one aloof stands sentinel.
What thou seest, when thou dost wait, do it for thy true love. Take love. and languish for his sake, be it ounce or capped, bear, pard, or bull with bristled hair. When thou wakest, it is thy dear. Wake when some vile thing is near.
Fair love, you faint with wandering in the wood, and, to speak troth, I have lost our way. We'll rest us, Hermia, if you think it good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysander. Seek you out of bed, for I, upon this bank, will rest my head.
One turf shall serve as pillow for us both, one heart, one bosom, one trove.
Nay, good Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie further off, do not lie so near.
Oh, take the sense, sweet, of my innocence. Love takes the meaning in love's conference. I mean my heart unto yours is knit, so that but one heart we can make with it. Two bosoms interchained with an oath, so then two bosoms and a single trove. Then by your side no bedroom me deny. Blind, Sir Hermia, I do not lie.
Nay, good Lysander, in love and modesty, now much beshrews my manners in my pride, if Hermia meant to say Lysander lied. But, gentle friend, in love and courtesy, lie further off in human modesty. Such separation, as may well be said, becomes a virtuous bachelor and the maid. So far be distant, and good night, sweet friend, thy love near altar, till thy sweet life end.
Amen, amen to that fair prayer, say I, and end life when I end loyally. Here is my bed, sleep give thee all his rest.
With half that wish, the wisher's eyes be pressed.
Through the forest I have gone, but Athenian found I none, on whose eyes I might prove this flower's force in stirring love. Night in silence, who is here? Weeds of Athens he doth wear. This is he, my master said, despiseth the Athenian maid. And hear the maiden sleeping sound on the dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul, she durst not lie near this lack love, this kill courtesy. Churl, upon thy eyes I throw all the power this charm doth owe. When thou wakest, let love forbid sleep his seat on thy eyelid. Now awake when I am gone, for now I must to Oberon.
Oh, stay there, thou kill me, sweet Demetrius.
I charge thee hence, and do not haunt me thus.
Oh, wilt thou darkling leave me? Do not so.
Stay on thy peril, I alone will go.
Oh. I am out of breath in this fond chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia wheresoe'er she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. How came her eyes so bright? Not with salt tears. If so, my eyes are oftener washed than hers. No, I am as ugly as a bear, for beasts that meet me run away for fear. Therefore no marvel, though Demetrius do as a monster fly my presence thus. What wicked and dissembling glass of mine may me compare with Hermia's fiery eyne? But who is here? Lysander? On the ground? Dead or asleep? I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake.
And run through fire I will for thy sweet sake. Transparent Helena, nature shows art, that through thy bosom makes me see thy heart. Where is Demetrius? Oh, how fit a word is that vile name to perish on my sword.
Oh, do not say so, Lysander, say not so. What though he love your Hermia, Lord, what though? Yet Hermia still loves you, so be content.
Content with Hermia? No, I do repent the minutes I have with her spent. Not Hermia, but Helena I love, who will not change a raven for a dove. The will of man is by his reason swayed, and reason says you are the worthier maid. Things growing are not ripe until their season. So I, being young, till now, ripe not to reason. And touching now the point of human skill, reason becomes the marshal to my will, and leads me to your eyes, where I o'erlook love stories written in love's richest book.
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? When at your hands did I deserve this scorn? It's not enough, young man, that I did never, no, nor never can deserve a sweet look from Demetrius's eye, but that you must flat my insufficiency. Good troth you do me wrong, good sooth you do, in such disdainful manner me to woo. But fare you well, perforce I must confess, I thought you, Lord, of more true gentleness. Oh, that a lady of one man refused, should of another therefore be abused.
She sees not Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there, and never mayest thou come Lysander near. For as a surfeit of the sweetest things, the deepest loathing to the stomach brings. Or as the heresies that men do lead, are hated most of those they did deceive. So thou, my surfeit and my heresy, be of all hated, but the most of me. And all my powers address your love and might, to honour Helen and to be her knight.
Help me, Lysander, help me. Do thy best to pluck this crawling serpent from my breast. I'm me. What a dream was here. Lysander, look how I do shake with fear. Methought a serpent ate my heart away, and you sat smiling at his cruel prey. Lysander. What? Removed? Lysander, Lord. What? Out of hearing? Gone? No sound? No word? Alack, where are you? Speak, and if you hear, speak of all loves. I swoon almost with fear. No? Then I well perceive you are not nigh. Either death or you I will find immediately.
Are we all met?
Yes. Pat. Here is a marvellous place for us to rehearse. This green patch shall be our stage. This hawthorn brake, our tiring house. And here we shall rehearse in the action as we will perform in front of the Duke. Yes.
Peter Quince?
Yes. What is it, Bully Bottom?
There are things in this comedy of the Pyramid and Thisbe that will just never please. First, Pyramus must draw a sword to kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. How answer you to that?
Why, our larkin, a parlous fair.
I believe we must leave the killing out when all is done.
Not a whit. I have a device to make all well. Let the prologue seem to say that we do no harm with our swords, and that Pyramus is not killed. Indeed, and for the better assurance, tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but am Bottom, the weaver. This will put them out of their fears.
Well, we shall have such a prologue, and I shall write it in 8 and 6.
No, make it more. Make it in 8-8.
Will the ladies not be affair of the lion?
I fear it, I promise you.
Masters, you ought to consider with yourselves to bring in, God shield us, a lion amongst ladies is a most dreadful thing. For the more fearful, therefore, there is no more fearful a wildfowl than a lion living, and we ought look into it.
And another prologue must tell he is not a lion.
Nay, you may name his name, and his face must be seen through his neck, and he must speak, saying thus to the same defect. I would wish you, ladies or fair ladies, or I would wish you, I would interest you, I would entreat you, not to fear, not to tremble my life for yours, for if you think I come hither as a lion, it is No, I am no such thing. I am as man as other men are. And let him indeed say that he is not a lion, but Snug, the joiner.
Well, if it shall be, then then all's well. But look, first, there are two hard things. That is, that we must bring moonlight into the chamber. For as you know, Pyramus and Thisbe do meet by moonlight.
Off the moonshine, that night we play our play.
A calendar. Look in the almanac. Find out the moonshine.
Yes, it doth shine that night.
Why then, may you leave a casement of the great chamber open for the moon to shine through.
Aye, or one must come in with a lantern and a bush of thorns and say he has come to disfigure or to present the person of moonshine. Then there is another thing. We must bring a wall into the chamber, for it is said that Pyramus and Thisbe do speak through a chink in the wall.
You can never bring in a wall. What say you, Bottom?
Some man or other must present. Let him have some loam or some plaster, some rough cast about him to signify wall, and let him hold his fingers thus, and through that chink shall Pyramus and Thisbe whisper.
Well, again, if that is, then all's well. But come, look, every mother's son, sit down and rehearse your parts. Now, Pyramus, you shall speak first. When you have said your speech, you will enter through that break. And everyone according to their cues.
What hempen homespuns have we swaggering here, so near the cradle of the fairy queen? What? A play toward? I'll be an auditor, an actor too, perhaps if I see cause.
Speak, Pyramus. Thisbe, stand forth.
Thisbe, thy flowers of odious savour sweet.
No.
Odours, say the sweet. So hath thy breath, my dearest Thisbe. But hark, a voice. Stay here but a while, and by I will to you appear.
Oh, must I speak now?
Stranger Pyramus than e'er played here.
Oh, must I speak now?
Aye, marry, must you? But please understand, he goes off to see a voice he has heard and will come again.
Most radiant Pyramus, most lily-white of hue, of colour like the red rose on triumphant briar, most frisky juvenile and eke most lovely Jew, as true as horse that yet would never tire, I'll meet thee, Pyramus, at Lily's tomb.
No! Ninus's tomb, man! Ninus's tomb! And why, you must not say that part yet. That you answer to Pyramus. You must say all your part, cues and all. Pyramus, enter your cues past. It is never tire.
Oh, as true as horse that yet would never tire.
Oh!
If I were fair, Thisbe, I were thine.
Oh, horrors! Oh, what monstrous! Pray, masters, fly, masters, help!
I'll follow you, I'll lead you about around, through bog, through bush, through brake, through briar. Sometimes a horse I'll be, sometimes a hound, a hog, a headless bear, sometimes a fire, and neigh and bark and grunt and roar and bird. Like
handsome. Thou art changed. What do I see on thee?
What do you see? Do you see the house head of your own?
But bless thee, you are translated.
This is a knavery to make an ass of me. But I will not be frightened. Let them do what they will. I shall walk from there to there, and I shall sing, so that they know I am not frightened. The oozled cock so black of hue, with orange tawny bill, his throstle with his notes so true, the wren with little quill.
Oh, what angel wakes me from my flowery bed?
The finch, the sparrow, and the lark, the plain song cuckoo grey, who man do many a man doth mark, and dare not question, yea!
Oh, I pray thee, gentle, sing again. Mine eye is much enamoured of thy note, and mine ear is much enchanted of thyself. But thy virtue's force perforce doth move me, on first view, to say, to swear, I love thee.
Methinks you should have little reason to think that, mistress. But nay, gleek upon the occasion.
Thou advisest thou art beautiful.
Not so much, not so either, methinks, mistress. But did I have enough wit to leave this forest, I would have enough for mine own in turn.
Out of this wood do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit of no common rate. The summer doth tend upon my state, and I do love thee. Therefore go with me. I'll give thee fairies to attend on thee, and they shall fetch thee jewels from the deep, and sing while thou on pressed flowers dost sleep. And I will purge thy mortal grossness so that like an airy spirit thou shalt go. Peas blossom, cobweb, mustard seed.
Betty and I.
And I. Where shall we go?
Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Hop in his walks and gambol in his eyes. Feed him with apricots and dewberries, with purple grapes, green figs and mulberries. The honey bags steal from the humble bees, and for night tapers crop their waxen thighs, and light them at the fiery glowworm's eyes, to have my love to bed, and to arise, and pluck the moonbeams from his eyes. Nod to him, elves, do him courtesies.
Hail, mortal, hail.
Hail.
I pray your worships heartily. Your name, good sir?
Cobweb.
Ah, Monsieur Cobweb. If I shall cut my finger, I will make bold of you. I shall acquire your acquaintance in time. Your name, good sir?
Peas blossom.
Ah, Monsieur Peace Blossom. There you commend me to your mother, Mistress Squash, and your father, Master Peascod. I shall acquire more acquaintance of you as well. Your name, good sir?
Mustard seed.
Ah, Monsieur Mustard Seed. I know your patience well. The giant cowardly ox beef have devoured many a member of your family. I must say, your kindred have made my eyes water here now.
Come, lead him to my bower. The moon, methinks, looks with a watery eye. When she weeps, weeps every little flower, dementing some enforced chastity. Ah, tie up my love's tongue. Up. Bring him. Silently. Come. Come.
I wonder if Titania be awake. Then what it was that next came in her eye, which she must dote on in extremity. Here comes my messenger. How now, mad spirit? What night rule now about this haunted grove?
My mistress, with the monster, is in love. Near to her close and consecrated bower, while she was in her dull and sleeping hour, a crew of patches, rude, mechanicals that work for bread upon Athenian stores were met together to rehearse a play intended for great Theseus' nuptial day. The shallowest thick skin of that barren sort whom Pyramus presented in their sort forsook his scene and entered in a break when I did him at this advantage take. An ass's knoll I fixed on his head, anon his Thisbe must be answered when forth my mimic comes, when they him spy, as wild geese that creeping fowl awry, or russipated troughs, so many in sort, rising and cawing at the gun's report, sever themselves and madly sweep the sky, so at his sight away his fellows fly, and at our stamp here o'er and o'er one falls. He murder cries, and help from Athens calls. Their sense thus weak, lost with their fears thus strong, made senseless things begin to do them wrong. For briars and thorns at their apparel snatch, some sleeves, some hats, the odors all things catch. I led them on in distracted fear, and left sweet Pyramus translated there. So at this moment, when it came to pass, Titania waked, and straightway loved an ass.
This falls out better than I could devise. But hast thou yet latched the Athenian's eyes with the love juice, as I did bid thee do?
I took him sleeping. That is finished too. And the Athenian woman by his side, of when he waked, of force she must be eyed.
Stand close. This is the same Athenian.
This is the woman, but not this the man.
Why rebuke you him that do love you so? Lay breath so bitter on your bitter foe.
Now I but chide, but I should do thee worse, for thou, I fear, hast given me cause to curse. If thou hast slain Lysander in his sleep, being her shoes in blood, plunge in the deep, and kill me too. The sun was not as true unto the day as he to me. Would he have stolen away from sleeping Hermia? I'll believe as soon that the whole earth and through the moon, through the antipodes. It cannot be, but thou hast murdered him. So should a murderer look, so dead, so grim.
So should the murdered look, and so should I pierce through the heart with your stern cruelty. Yet you, the murderer, look as bright as clear as yonder Venus in a glimmering sphere.
What's this to my Lysander? Where is he? Ah, good Demetrius, won't you give him to me?
I'd rather give his carcass to my hound.
Out, dog, out, cur! Thou drivest me past the bounds of maiden's patience. Hast thou slain him then? Henceforth never be numbered among men. Oh, once tell true even, just for my sake. Durst thou have looked upon him, being awake, and hast thou killed him sleeping? Oh, brave touch, could not a worm, an adder, do so much? An adder did it, for with doubler tongue than thine, thou serpent, never adder stung.
You spend your passion on a misprized mood. I am not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead for aught that I can tell.
I pray then tell me that he is well.
And if I could, what should I get there for?
A privilege never to see me more, and from thy hated presence part I so, see me no more, whether he be dead or no.
There is no following her in this fierce vein. Here, therefore, for a while I will remain. So sorrow's heaviness doth heavier grow, for debt the bankruptcy doth sorrow, which in some slight measure it will pay, if for his tender here I make some stay.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite and laid the love juice on some true love sight. Of thy misprison must perforce ensue some true love turned and not a false turned true.
Then fate overrules that one man holding troth. A million fail, confounding oath on oath.
About the wood goes swifter than the wind, and Helena of Athens look thou find. All fancy sick she is, and pale of cheer, with sighs of love that cost the fresh blood dear. By some illusion see thou bring her here. I'll charm his eyes as she do appear.
I go, Look how I go, swifter than an arrow from the Tartar's bow.
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery, sink in apple of his eye. When his love he doth espy, let her shine as gloriously as the Venus of the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Captain of our merry band, Helena, is here at hand, and the youth mistook by me, pleading for a lover's fee. Shall we their fond pageant see? Lord, what fools these mortals be!
Stand aside. The noise they make will cause Demetrius to awake.
Then will two at once woo one, that must needs be sport alone, and the things that best please me, that befall preposterously.
Why should you think that I should woo in scorn? Scorn and derision never come in tears. Look, when I vow, I weep, and so vows born. In their nativity all truth appears. How can these things in me seem scorn to you, bearing the badge of faith to prove them true?
You do advance your cunning more and more. When truth kills truth, oh devilish holy fray. These vows are Hermia's. Will you give her o'er? Weigh oath with oath, and you will nothing weigh. Your vows to her and me put in two scales will even weigh, and both as light as tails.
I had no judgment when her I swore.
Nor none in my mind, now you give her o'er.
Demetrius loves her. He loves not you.
Oh, Helena, goddess, nymph, perfect, divine, to what my love may compared thine. Crystal is muddy, oh how ripe in show, thy lips those kissing cherries tempting grow. That pure, congealed white high Taurus snow, fanned with the eastern wind, turns to a crow when thou lifts up thy hand. Oh, let me kiss this princess, pure white, the seal of bliss.
Oh, spite! Oh, hell! I see you are all bent to set against me for your merriment. If you were civil and knew courtesy, you would not do me thus much injury. Can you not hate me as I know you do, but you must join in souls to mock me too? If you were men as men you are in show, you would not use a gentle lady so, to vow, and swear, and superpraise my parts, when I'm sure you hate me with your hearts. You are both rivals and love Hermia, and now both rivals to mock Helena. A trim exploit, a manly enterprise, to conjure tears up in a poor maid's eyes with your derision. None of noble sort would so offend a virgin, and extort a poor soul's patience, all to make you sport.
You're unkind, Demetrius. Be not so, but you love Hermia. This you know, I know. And here, with all goodwill, with all my heart, in Hermia's love I yield you up my part, and of Helena's to me bequeath, whom I do love and will to my death.
Never did mockers waste more idle breath.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia, I will none. If ever I loved her, all that love is gone. My heart to Hermia is guest-wise sojourned, and now to Helen is at home returned, there to remain.
Helen, it is not so.
Disparage not the faith thou dost not know, lest to thy peril thou abide dear. Look where thy love comes, yonder is thy dear.
The dark night, that from the eye his function takes, the ear more quick of apprehension makes. Thou art not by my eye, Lysander, found, my ear, I thank it, brought me to thy sound. But why unkindly didst thou leave me so?
Why should he stay whom love doth press to go?
You speak not as you think, it cannot be.
No, she is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive they have conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid. Have you conspired? Have you with these contrived to bait me with this foul derision? Is all the counsel that we two have shared, the sisters' vows, the hours that we have spent when we have chid the hasty-footed time for parting us, is all forgot? All school days' friendship, childhood innocence, We, Hermia, like two artificial gods, have with our needles created both one flower, both on one sampler sitting on one cushion, both warbling of one song, both in one key, as if our hands, our sides, voices and minds had been incorporate. So we grew together like a double cherry, seeming parted, but a union in petition. Two lovely berries moulded on one stem, yet with two seeming bodies but one heart. Two of the first like coats in heraldry, due but to one and crowned with one crest. And will you rent our ancient love asunder to join with men in scorning your poor friend? It is not friendly, it is not maidenly. Our sex as well as I may chide you for it, though I alone do feel the injury.
I'm amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not. It seems that you scorn me.
Have you not set Lysander as in scorn to follow me and praise my eyes and face, and made your other love Demetrius, who even but now did spurn me with his foot to call me goddess, nymph, divine and rare, precious, celestial? Wherefore speaks he this to her he hates? And wherefore doth Lysander deny your love, so rich within his soul, and tender me, forsooth, affection, but by your setting on, by your consent? What though I be not so in grace as you, so hung upon with love, so fortunate, but miserable most to love unloved? This you should pity rather than despise.
I understand not what you mean by this.
I do. Purse ever, counterfeit sad looks, make mouths upon me when I turn my back, wink each other, hold the sweet jest up. This sport, well carried, shall be chronicled. If you have any pity, grace, or manners, you would not make me such an argument. But fare ye well. 'Tis partly my own fault, which death or absence soon shall remedy.
Stay, gentle Helena, hear my excuse, my love, my life, my soul, fair Helena.
Oh, excellent.
Sweet, do not scorn her so.
If she can't entreat, I can compel.
Thou canst compel no more than she entreat. Thy threats have no more strength than her weak prayers. Helen, I love thee. By my life I do. I swear by that which I will lose for thee, to prove him false that says I love thee not.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
If thou say so, withdraw, and prove it too.
Quick, come!
Lysander, where to tends all this?
Away, you atheist!
No, seem to break loose. Take on as you would follow, and yet come not. You're a tame man, go.
Hang off, thou cat, thou burr, vile thing let loose, or I'll shake thee from me like a serpent.
Sweet love, why are you grown so rude? What change is this?
Thy love. Out, tawny Tartar, out. Out, loathed medicine, oh hated potion, hates!
Hate me? What can you do me greater harm than hate? I am as fair now as I was a while. I am Hermia. Are you not Lysander? Oh me, oh the gods forbid. In earnest shall I say.
I, by my life, and never did desire to see thee more. Therefore be out of question, of hope, of doubt. Be certain, nothing truer, that I do hate thee, and love Helena.
Oh me, you juggler, you canker blossom, you thief of love. Have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from him?
Fine, I faith. Have you no modesty, no maiden shame, no touch of bashfulness? What? Will you tear impatient answers from my gentle tongue? Fie, you counterfeit, you puppet, you.
Puppet? Why so? That way goes the game. Now I perceive that she hath made compare between our stature. She hath urged her height, and with her personage, her tall personage, she hath prevailed with him. And are you grown so high in his esteem, because I am so dwarfish and so low? How low am I, thou painted maypole, speak! How low am I? I am not yet so low, but that my nails can reach unto the night.
I pray you don't mock me, gentlemen, let her not hurt me. I was never cursed. I have no gift at all in shrewishness. I I'm a right maid for my cowardice. Let her not strike me. Oh, you perhaps may think that because she is something lower than myself, I can match her.
Lower? Hark again?
Good Hermia, do not be so bitter with me. I evermore did love you, Hermia. Did ever keep your counsels, never wronged you. Save that. In love unto Demetrius, I told him of your stealth into this wood. He followed you. For love, I followed him. But now he hath chid me hence and threatened to spurn me, strike me, nay, to kill me too. So now you will let me quiet go to Athens while I bear my folly back and follow you no further. Let me go. You see how simple and how fond I am.
I get you gone. Who is it that hinders you?
A foolish heart that I leave here behind.
What, with Lysander?
With Demetrius.
Be not afraid, she shall not harm thee, Helena.
No, sir, she shall not, for you take her part.
Oh, when she is angry, she is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when she went to school, and though she be but little, she is fierce.
Little? Again? Nothing but lower and little. Why will you suffer her to flout me thus? Let me come to her.
Get you gone, you dwarf, you minimus of hindering not grass maid, you bead, you acorn.
You are too officious in her behalf that scorns your services. Let her alone, speak not of her, take not her part. For if thou intend so little show of love to her, thou shalt abide it.
Now she holds me not. Now follow if thou darest, to try who's right. Of thine or mine is most in Helena.
Follow? Nay, I'll go with thee, cheek by jowl.
You, mistress, all this coil is long of you. Nay, go not back.
I will not trust you, nor stay in your cursed company. Your hands than mine are quicker for a fray. My legs are longer, though, to run away.
I am amazed and know not what to say.
This is thy negligence. Still thou mistakest all, else committest thy knaveries wilfully.
Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook. Did you not tell me I should know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on? And so far, blameless proves my enterprise, that I have anointed an Athenian's eyes. And so far, I am glad it did so sort, for this their jangling I esteem a sport.
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. Hide, therefore, Robin, overcast the night. The starry welkin cover thou anon with drooping fog as black as Archerel, and lead these testy rivals so astray as one come not within another's way. Like to Lysander, sometime frame thy tongue, then stir Demetrius up with bitter wrong. And sometime round thou like Demetrius, and from each other look thou lead them thus, till o'er their brows death, counterfeit in sleep with laden legs and batty wings, doth creep. Then crush this herb in Lysander's eye, whose liquor have the virtuous property to take from thence all error with his might, and make his eyeballs roll with wonted sight. When they next wake, all this derision shall seem a dream and fruitless vision. And back to Athens shall the lovers wend, with league whose date till death shall never end. While I in this affair do thee employ, I'll to my queen and beg her Indian boy. And then I will her charmed eye release from monsters' view, and all things shall be peace.
My fairy lord, this must be done with haste, for night swift dragons cut the clouds full fast, and yonder shines Aurora's harbinger, at whose approach ghosts wandering here and there troop home to churchyards, damned spirits all, that in crossways and floods have burial. Already to their wormy beds are gone, for fear lest they should look their shames upon. They wilfully themselves exile from light, and must for eye consort with black-browed night.
But we are spirits of another sort. I, with the morning's love, have oft made sport. And like a forester, the groves may tread even to the eastern gate, all fiery red, opening on Neptune with fair blessed beams, turns into yellow gold his salt green streams. But notwithstanding haste, Make no delay. We may effect this business yet ere day.
Up and down, up and down, I will lead them up and down. I am feared and field in town, goblin lead them up and down. Here comes one.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now!
Here, villain, drawn and ready. Where art thou?
I'll be with thee straight.
Fly then to plainer ground. Lysander, speak again, thou runaway, thou coward, or thou fled. Speak, some bush, where dost thou hide thy head?
Thou coward, thou art bragging to the stars, telling bushes that thou lookest for wars, and will not come. Come, recreant, come thou, child, I'll whip thee with the rod. He is the fowl that draws the sword on thee.
Yea, art thou there?
Follow my voice, we'll try no manhood here.
Rah!
He goes before, and still dares me on. When I come where he calls, then he is gone. The villain is much lighter heeled than I. I followed fast, but faster did he fly. That fallen am I in a dark, uneven way. Here, rest me. Come, thou gentle day. If thou but show me thy grey light, I'll find Demetrius, and avenge this spite.
Ho, 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 coward, why comest thou?
Abide me if thou darest. For well I wot, thou run from me, shifting every place. Will not stand nor look me in the face. Where art thou?
Come hither.
Nay then, thou mockest me. Thou shalt buy this dear if ever I thy face by daylight see. I will go thy way. Faintness constraineth me to measure out my length on this cold bed. By day's approach, look to be visited.
Oh, weary night, oh, long and tedious night, abate thy hours, shine comforts from the east, that I may back to Athens by daylight, from these that my poor company detest, and sleep that sometimes shuts up sorrow's eye, steal me a while from mine own company.
Yet but three, come one more. Two of both kinds makes up four. Here she comes, cursed and sad. Cupid is a knavish lad, thus to make poor females mad.
Never so weary, never so in woe, bedabbled with the dew, entangled with briars. I can no further crawl, no further go. My legs can keep no pace with my desires. Here I will rest me until the break of day. Heavens, shield Lysander, if they mean a fray.
On the ground, sleep sound. I'll apply to your eye. Gentle lover, Remy. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye. And the country proverb known that every man should take his own, in your waking shall be shown. Jack shall have Jill, naught shall go ill. The man shall have his mare again, and all will be well.
Come, sit thee down upon this flowery bed, whilst I thy amiable cheeks do coy, and stick musk roses in thy sleek, smooth head, and kiss thy fair large ears, my gentle joy. Oh.
Where is Peace Blossom?
Ready.
Master Peace Blossom, scratch my face, will you? Where is Cobweb? Master
Ready.
Cobweb? Master Cobweb, draw your weapons and kill me a red-hipped humblebee. Oh, and bring back the honey bag. Take pains not to tear the honey bag. I would be overloath to see you overflown in honey. Good Master Mustard Seed.
Ready!
Master Mustard Seed. I pray your courtesy. Lend me your knife.
What's your will?
Nothing good, comrade Cobweb. Just only to help Mr. Cobweb with the scratching. Yes.
What? Wilt thou hear some music, my sweet love?
Oh, I do think I have good taste in music. Let's have these stick and tongs.
Or say, sweet love, what thou desirest to eat.
Oh, methinks I could eat on your good dry oats. But I have a desire for a bottle of hay. Sweet hay. Hath no fellow.
I have a venturous fairy that shall seek the squirrel's hoard and fetch thee new nuts.
I would prefer a bag or two of dried peas. I pray, let your people not disturb me. I have an exposition of sleep come upon me.
Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies, away, and be always away. So doth this woodbine and honeysuckle gently entwist. The female ivy so enrings the barky fingers of the elm. Oh, how I love thee, how I dote on thee.
Welcome, good Robin. Seest thou this sweet sight? Her dotages now I do begin to pity, for meeting her of late behind a wood, seeking sweet favours from this hateful fool. I did upbraid her and fall out with her, for she his hairy temples then had rounded with a coronet of fresh and fragrant flowers. And that same dew which was sometime on the dew round and orient pearls stood not within the pretty floreret's eyes like tears that did their own disgrace bewail. While I had at my pleasure taunted her, and she in mild terms begged my patience, I then did ask of her a changeling child, which straight she gave me. And now I have the boy, I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes. And gentle Puck, take off this transformed scalp from off the head of this Athenian swain, that he awaken, when the other do, may all to Athens back again, repair and think no more of this night's accidents, but as the fierce vexation of a dream. But first, I will release the fairy queen. Be as thou was wont to be, see as thou was wont to see. Diana's buds o'er Cupid's flower have such force and blessed power. Now, my Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
My Oberon. What visions I have seen. Methought I was enamoured of an ass.
There lies your love.
How came these things to pass? Oh, how I loathe his visage now. Oh.
Silence a while. Robin, take off this head. Titania, music call, and strike more dead than common slave of all these 5 the sense.
Oh, yes, music ho, music such as charmeth sleep.
Now when thou wakest, with thine own fool's eyes peep.
Sound, music. Come, my queen, take hands with me, and rock the ground whereon these sleepers be. Now thou and I are new in amity, and will tomorrow midnight solemnly dance in Duke Theseus' house triumphantly, and bless it to all fair prosperity. There shall the pairs of faithful lovers be wedded with Theseus, who in jollity.
Fairy king, attend mark, I do hear the morning lark.
Then, my queen, in silence sad, trip we after the night shade, we the globe can compass soon, swifter than the wandering moon.
Oh. Come, my lord, and in our flight tell me how it came this night that I sleeping here was found with these mortals on the ground.
For now our observation is performed, and since we have devoured of the day, my love shall hear the music of my hounds. Uncouple in the western valley, let them go. Dispatch, I say, and find the forester. We shall, my queen, up to the mountain top, and mark the musical confusion of hounds and echo in conjunction.
I was with Hercules and Cadmus once when, in a wood of Crete, they bayed the bear with hounds of Sparta. Never did I hear such gallant chiding. For besides the groves, the skies, the fountains, every region near seemed all one mutual cry. I had never heard so musical a discord, such sweet thunder.
My hounds are bred out of the Spartan kind, so flued, so sanded, and their heads are hung with ears that sweep away the morning dew, crook-kneed and dew-lapped like Thessalian bulls, slow in pursuit, but matched together in mouth like bells, each under each. A cry more tunable was never heard in Crete, in Sparta, nor in Thessaly. But soft. What nymphs are these?
My lord, this is my daughter here asleep, and this Lysander, this Demetrius is, and this Helena, old Nedda's Helena. I wonder if they're being here together.
Oh, no doubt they rose up early to observe the rite of May, and hearing of our intents, came here in grace our solemnity. But speak, Aegeus, is this not the day that Hermia should give answer of her choice?
It is, my lord.
Go, bid the huntsmen wake them with their horns. Good morrow, friends. St. Valentine's is past. Begin these woodbirds but to couple now.
Pardon, my lord.
I pray you all stand up. I know that you two are rival enemies. How come this gentle concord in the world that hatred is so far removed from jealousy, to sleep by hate and fear no enmity?
My lord, I shall reply amazedly, half asleep, yet half waking. But as it is, I swear I cannot truly say how I came here. But I think, for truly I would speak, and so do bethink me, so it is. I came with Hermia, pillar. Our intent was to be gone from Athens, where we might, without peril of the Athenian law.
Enough, my lord, you have enough. I beg the law upon his head. They would have stolen away, they would, Demetrius, thereby to have defeated you and me. You of your wife, and me of my consent, that she should be your wife.
My lord, fair Helen told me at their stealth of this their purpose unto the wood, and I in fury have followed them, fair Helen in fancy following me. But my lord, I wot not by what power, but by some power it is, my love to Hermia melted as the snow. Seems to me now as the remembrance of an idle gaud which in my childhood I did dote upon. To Helena was I betrothed ere I saw Hermia, but like in sickness still I loathed the food. Now in health I come to my natural taste. Now I do wish it, love it, long for it, and will forevermore be true to it.
Fair lovers, you are fortunately met. Aegeus, I will overbear your will. For in the temple, by and by, with us, these couples shall be eternally knit. 3 and 3 will hold a feast in great solemnity. Come, Hippolyta.
These things seem strange and undistinguishable, like far mountains turning into clouds.
Methinks I see these things with parted eye, when everything seems double.
So methinks. And I have found Demetrius like a jewel, mine own and not mine own.
Do you think we're awake? It seems to me that yet we sleep, we dream. Do you not think the Duke was here and bid us follow him?
Yea, and my father.
And Hippolyta.
And he did bid us follow to the temple.
Why then, we are awake. Let us follow him. And by the way, let us recount our dreams.
Tell me
when it is my cue. For I am most fair, Pyramus. Peter Quint! That the bellows mender? Tinker? Starveling? Huh. My life stolen hence and left me in a dream. A most strange dream. I shall call it Bottom's dream, for it has no bottom. And I shall command Quint to write a ballad about it, which perform it in the second half of our play. Peradventure, before her death!
Have we sent to Bottom's house? Is he come home yet?
He cannot be heard of. Out of doubt he is transported.
If he comes not, then the play is marred. It goes not forward, doth it?
It is not possible. There is not a man in all Athens who can discharge Pyramus, but he.
No, he had simply the best wit of any handicraft man here in Athens.
Aye, and he is the best person too. But he is very paramour for so sweet a voice.
No, you must say paragon. A paramour is, God bless us, a thing of naught.
Don't trouble me.
Masters! The Duke is coming from the temple, and there are 2 or 3 lords and ladies more married. If our sport had gone forward, then we had all been made men.
Oh, sweet bully Bottom, that had he lost 6pence a day during his life, he could not escape 6pence a day. And the Duke had not given him 6pence a day for playing Pyramus, I'll be hanged. He would have deserved it. 6pence a day in Pyramus or nothing.
Where are these lads? Where are their hearts?
Oh, have you seen my Bottom? Oh, Bottom! Oh, courageous day! Oh, happy hour! Woo-hoo.
I am to discourse wonders, for if I tell you what happens, I'll be no true son of Athenia.
Oh, let us hear, sweet Bottom. Let us hear anything.
Less of me. The Duke hath dined. Get fresh strings for your ribbons, strings for your beards, good ribbons to your pumps, and meet presently at the palace. For in the long and short of it, our play is preferred. So let this be have clean linen, and let he who plays the lion not pare his nails, for they shall hang out like the lion's claws. And actors, eat no onions or garlic, for we are to be utter sweet in the breath. I doubted not that they will say, this is a sweet comedy. Enough! Away! Away!
'Tis strange, my Theseus, that these lovers speak of.
Oh, more strange than true. I may never believe these antique fables, nor these fairy toys. Lovers and madmen have such seething brains, such shaping fantasies, more than cool reason ever apprehends. The lunatic, the lover, and the poet are of imagination all compact. One sees more devils than vast hell can hold. That is the madman. The lover, all is frantic, sees Helen's beauty in a brow of Egypt, while the poet, in fine frenzy rolling, doth glance from earth to heaven, from heaven to earth, and, as imagination bodies forth the form of things unknown. Such tricks hath strong imagination, but in the night, imagining some fear, how easy is a bush supposed to bear?
But all the stories of the night told over, and all their minds transfigured so together, more witnesseth than fancies images, and grows to something of great constancy, howsoever strange and admirable.
Here come the lovers, full of joy and mirth. Welcome, gentle friends. Joy and fresh days of love accompany your hearts.
More than to us await your raw walks, your board, your breath dead.
Come now. What masks, what dances do we have to while away the long age of 3 hours twixt our after supper and bed? Where is our usual manager of mirth? Is there no play to ease the anguish of a torturing hour? Call Philostrate!
Here, mighty Theseus.
Ah. Say, what abridgments have we for this evening? What masks, what music? How shall we beguile the time if not with some delight?
There is a brief, my lord. How many sports are ripe? Make choice of which your highness shall see first.
A battle with the centaurs to be sung by an Athenian eunuch to the harp. Well, none of that. That have I told, my love, in glory of my kinsman Hercules. The riot of the tipsy bacchanals, tearing the Thracian singer in their rage. That is an old device, and it was told when I from Thebes last came a conqueror. A tedious brief scene of young Pyramus and his love, Thisbe. Very tragical mirth. Merry and tragical. Tedious and brief. That is hot ice and wondrous strange slow. How shall we find the concord of this discord?
A play there is, my lord, some 10 words long, which is as brief as I have known a play. But by 10 words, my lord, it is too long. For in all the play there is not one word apt, not one player fitted. And tragical, my noble lord, it is. For Pyramus therein doth kill himself, which when I saw rehearse, I must confess, made mine eyes water. But more merry tears, the passion of loud laughter never shed.
And I shall see this play. I shall hear that play, for never can anything be amiss if duty and simpleness tender it. Go, bring them in, and take your places, ladies.
I love not to see wretchedness o'ercharged and in his duty service perishing.
Why, gentle sweet, you shall see no such thing.
But he says they can do nothing in this kind.
Then the kind are we, to give them thanks for nothing. Our sport shall be to take what they mistake, and what noble duty cannot do, respect takes in love, not merit. Where I have come, great clerks have purposed to meet me with premeditated welcomes, where I have seen them shiver and look pale, make periods in the midst of sentences, and then dumbly break off, not paying me a welcome. Trust me, sweet, out of this silence yet I picked a welcome. Love and tongue-tied simplicity therefore speak most to my capacity.
So please your grace, the prologue is addressed.
We'll let them approach.
If we offend, it is with our goodwill that you should think we come not to offend, but with goodwill, to show our simple skill. That is the true beginning of our end. Consider that we come not in despite. We come not minding to contest you. Our true intent is all for your delight. We are not here that here they may repent you. The actors are at hand, and by their show you are like to learn all you are like to know.
This fellow doth not stand upon points.
He hath rid his prologue like a rough colt. He knows not to stop. A good moral, my lord. It is not enough to speak, but to speak true.
Indeed, he hath played on his prologue like a child on a recorder. A sound, but not in government.
His speech was like a tangled web. Nothing impaired, but all disordered. Who is next?
Psst. Psst. Athens, perchance you wonder at the show, but wander on till truth makes all things plain. This man is Pyramus, if you would know. This beauteous lady, Thisbe, certain is. This man presenteth war, that vile war which these lovers did sunder, and through whose chink poor souls they are content to whisper, to which no man dare wonder. This man with dog, lanthorn, and bush of thorn presenteth moonshine, for by moonlight did Pyramus and Thisbe think no scorn to meet at Ninus' tomb there to woo. Oh, this grisly beast, lion hight by name, the trusty Thisbe, come first by night, did scare away, or rather, did affright, and as she ran, her mantle she did fall, which lion, vile, with bloody mouth, did stain. Along comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, and finds his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain. Whereat, with bloody, blameful blade, he broached his boiling, bloody breast. While Thisbe, tarrying in mulberry shade, drew his dagger. And died. For the rest, let wall, lion, moonshine, and lovers twain at large discourse, while here they do remain.
I wonder if the lion is to speak.
No wonder, my lord. One lion may when many asses do.
Get off! Get off! Oh, dear.
In this same interlude it doth before that I one knight by name present a wall, and such a wall as I would have you think, that had in it a crannied hole or chink, through which the lovers, Pyramus and Thisbe, did often whisper very secretly, this loam, this rough cast, this stone doth show, that I am that same wall, the truth is so, and the cranny is right and sinister, through which the fearful lovers are to whisper.
Would you desire hair and line to speak better?
It is the wittiest partition I ever heard discourse, my lord.
Ah. Pyramus draws near the wall. Silence.
O grim, O looked night, O night with hue so black, O night whichever art, when day is not. O night, alack, 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 I fear thy Thisbe's promise is forgot, and thou wall, O sweet, O lovely wall, that stand between her father's ground and mine, thou wall, O sweet and lovely wall, show me thy chink to blink in with mine own eye. Thanks, courteous wall. Jove shield thee well for this. But what do I see? No Thisbe do I see. O wicked wall, whom I see no bliss, cursed be thy stones for deceiving me.
Well, it appears the wall, being sensible, should curse again.
No, in truth, sure, he should not. Deceiving me, it's Thisbe's cue. She's to enter now, and I am to spy her through the wall, you see. It will fall pat, just as I've told you. Yeah.
Psst. Oh, wall,
Full often hast thou heard my moans, for paring my fair Pyramus and me. My cherry lips have often kissed thy stones, and thy stones with lime and hair lit up in thee.
I see a voice. Now will I to the Duke, to spy and hear by Thisbe's face. Thisbe!
My love thou art, my love, I think.
Think what thou wilt. I am thy lover's grace. Unlike Limander, I am trusty still.
And I like Helen till the fates me kill.
Not shaftless to Proclus was so true.
As shaftless to Proclus I to you.
Oh, kiss me through this vile hole of this wall.
I kiss the wall's hole, not your lips at all.
Wilt thou at Ninny's tomb meet me right away?
Tide life, tide death, I come without delay.
Thus wall my part discharged so, and being done doth wall away doth go.
Now is the mural down between the two lovers.
No remedy, my lord, when walls are so wilful to hear without warning.
This is the silliest stuff I have ever heard.
Oh, the best are no worse, if imagination amends them, and the worst are no worse, if imagination amends them.
Well, it must be your imagination then, and not theirs.
Oh, if we imagine no worse of them than they of themselves, they may pass for excellent men. Ah, here come two noble beasts, a man and a lion.
You, ladies, you who gentle hearts do fear, the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on floor may now perchase both quake and tremble here. When lion, rough in the wildest rage doth roar, then know that I, as Snug the joiner, am a lion fell, nor else no lion's dam. For if I should as lion come in strife into this place, 'twere pity on my life.
A very noble beast, of a good conscience.
Very best beast ever I saw, my lord.
This lion is a very fox for his valour.
True, and a goose for his discretion.
Not so, my lord, for his valour cannot carry his discretion, and the fox carries the goose.
Oh, his discretion cannot carry his valour, for the goose carries not the fox. It is well. Let us leave it his discretion, and let us listen to the moon.
This lantern doth the horned moon present.
He should have worn the horns on his head.
Oh, he is no crescent, and the horns are invisible within the circumference.
This lantern doth the horned moon present. Myself in the moon do seem to be.
This is the greatest error of all the rest. The man should be put into the lanthorn. How else is it the man in the moon?
He dares not come there for the candle, for you see, it's already in snuff.
I am aweary of this moon. Would he would change?
Well, it appears that the moon is already on the wane, and yet, in all reason, in all courtesy, we must stay the time.
Proceed, Moon.
All I have to say is to tell you that this lantern is the moon. Myself, thy man in the moon. This form is my formbush, and this dog my dog.
Why, oldies should be in the lanthorn, for oldies are in the moon. But silence, here comes Thisbe.
This is old Niddy's tomb. Where is my love?
Well roared, lion.
Well run, Thisbe.
Well shone, moon. Truly the moon shines with a good grace.
Well moused, lion.
Then came Pyramus.
And so the lion vanished.
Sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee, moon, for shining so bright, for thy golden glittering gleams. I trust of take of truest Thisbe's sight. But stay, oh spite, but mark, poor mark. What a dreadful dole is here, eyes do see, how can it be, oh duck, oh dainty duck? Thy mantle good, what stained with blood, approach these a furies fell. Come thread or thrum, quail, crush, conclude, and quell.
Oh, get on with it.
Well, this passion and the death of a dear friend looks close to make a man look sad.
For did nature didst thou lion's frame, since thou lion here have deflowered my dear, which is, no was the fairest dame that lived, that loved, that liked, that looked with cheer. Come, tears, confound, out! Sword and wound, the pap of Pyramus. I, the thus die. I thus, and thus. Now I am dead. Now I am fled. My soul is in the sky. Tongue, lose thy light. Soul, take thy flight. Moon, take thy flight. Now die.
Yes, die.
Die.
Yes.
Die.
Just get on with it.
Die.
No die but ace for him, for he is but one.
Less than an ace, man, for he is dead. He is nothing.
Moonshine.
Perchance Moonshine is gone before Thisbe comes back and finds her lover.
Oh, she will find him by starlight, and her passion will end the play.
I hope she will be brief.
No will turn the balance which Pyramus, which Thisbe is the better. He for a man God warranteth, she for a woman God blesseth.
She has spied him already with those sweet
And
eyes.
thus she means fidelicet.
Asleep, my love. What dead, my dove? O Pyramus of eyes, sleep, sleep. Quite dumb, dead, dead a tomb. Just cover thy sweet eyes. These lily lips, this cherry nose, these yellow cowslip cheeks are gone, are gone. Lovers make moan, his eyes were green as leeks. O sisters, thee, come to me. With hands as pale as milk, lay them in gore, since you have shore with shears instead of silk. Tongue not a word. O trusty sword. O trusty sword. Thank you. Come, my blade, my bursting brew. Sorry. And farewell, friends. Thus this be end. Adieu.
Get on with it.
Adieu.
Moonshine and Lion are left to bury the dead.
Aye, and Wall too.
The wall is the one that parted our mother and father. I pray, would you prefer to hear our epilogue?
No epilogue, I pray you. For your play needs no excuse. Never excuse, for when the lovers are all dead, there needs none be blamed. Marry, if he that writ it had played Pyramus and hanged himself in Thisbe's garter, it would have been a fine tragedy. And so it is, truly and very notably discharged. But come, let your epilogue alone.
That means get off. Get off.
The iron tongue of midnight hath told 12. Lovers, to bed, 'tis almost fairy time. I fear we shall outsleep the coming morn. This palpable gross play hath well beguiled the heavy gate of night. Sweet friends, to bed. A fortnight hold we this solemnity, in nightly revels and new jollity.
Now the hungry lion roars, and the wolf behows the moon, whilst the heavy ploughman snores, all with weary task fordone, whilst the screech owl, screeching loud, puts that wretch that lies in woe in remembrance of a shroud. Now it is that time of night, that the graves all gaping wide, every one lets forth his sprite, in the churchway paths to glide, and we fairies that do run by the triple Hecate's team, from the presence of the sun, following darkness like a dream. Now our frolic, not a mouse, shall disturb this hallowed house. I am sent with broom before to sweep the dust behind the door.
Through the house give glimmering light, by the dead and drowsy fire. Every elf and fairy sprite hop as light as bird from briar. And this ditty, after me, sing and dance a-trippingly.
Come, rehearse your song by rote, then to each word a warbling note. hand in hand with fairy grace, we will sing and bless this place.
Every fairy take his gauge, and each several chamber bless. Through this palace with sweet peace, and the owner of it blessed, ever shall in safety rest. Trip away, make no stay, meet me ill by break of day.
If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended. That you have but slumbered here, while these visions did appear, and that weak and idle theme, no more yielding, but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend, if you pardon, we will mend. As I am an honest puck, if we have unearned luck, now to skip the serpent's tongue, and to make amends ere long, else the puck a liar call. So good night unto you all. Give me your hand if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.